Welcome. Today we're focusing on cross-site scripting, or XSS. This is a common and serious security problem for web applications, and it's still a big challenge for organizations everywhere. We'll look at current ways to prevent it, discuss why it's still hard to stop, and show how WebFuse helps organizations stop XSS attacks. These numbers highlight the importance of tackling XSS. It's consistently a top web vulnerability, and according to reports, over 100,000 XSS attacks occur annually, and that figure is growing. About 25% of all data breaches are linked back to application vulnerabilities like XSS, and these breaches are costly. The average cost is around $4.24 million. This isn't limited to smaller targets. Major organizations like British Airways, Fortnite, and eBay have all been impacted by it. So how do development and security teams try to defend against XSS today? Using the current tools isn't easy. Let's start with content security policy. While CSP is a common defense, it's very hard to configure correctly, and it's often easy for attackers to bypass. Policies can get really long and complicated. For example, integrating a service like Intercom can require more than 60 values in your policy. With over 20 different directives and inconsistent browser support, this means CSP takes a lot of work to maintain, and it's easy to make mistakes that leave you vulnerable. Another big issue is the risk from third-party content. Modern web apps often load a lot of external code. A typical app might use anywhere from 5 to over 30 client-side libraries. These are for common things like analytics, ads, support chat, tag managers, social media buttons, video players, and more. While these add useful features, every piece of third-party code running on your site is code you didn't write or fully control. This introduces XSS risks from sources completely outside your team's oversight. This brings us to another major risk: supply chain attacks. Think about your front-end application's dependencies. Your average front-end application might have 50 to 150 direct dependencies, but each of those libraries uses other libraries. This quickly grows to anywhere from 400 to over 2,000 indirect dependencies. A vulnerability in any of these dependencies, even deep down the chain, can introduce XSS into your application without you even knowing it. Beyond the technical complexities we've discussed, teams often face significant limitations in implementing XSS defenses. For instance, a major limitation is that you usually cannot modify or enforce security policies, like CSP, on services you don't host yourself. Think about the many SaaS tools you integrate. Similarly, with legacy systems, attempting to update aging codebases for comprehensive XSS prevention is often simply not feasible due to costs, high risks, or the time involved. Because of these limitations, teams are often forced into workarounds that are often insufficient for robust protection. This often means a slow reliance on vendors or plugin developers to issue security patches, which leaves a critical window of exposure. Another workaround some teams might try is using browser extensions to modify security settings, but this is hardly a scalable, robust, or reliable solution for any enterprise environment. This is where WebFuse, an augmented web proxy, introduces a different, more pragmatic strategy. Our approach assumes that despite the best preventative measures, an XSS payload might still find its way into a user's browser, perhaps through a zero-day vulnerability, an unpatched script, or a minor coding error. WebFuse achieves runtime impact containment by creating a virtual web session, a fully isolated browser environment where you can securely modify, automate, and observe any website in real time. Think of it like a proxy, but with superpowers. Using the Lockdown app within this environment, we make all JavaScript code operate within a highly restricted sandbox, minimizing its potential for harm. The Lockdown app is a powerful WebFuse feature that restricts what a session can do. Within the Lockdown configuration, you can specify exactly which resources will be available in the virtual web session. The configuration supports regular expressions for granular control over the URLs. If a script or application tries to request any other URL that is not part of the allow list, that request will be blocked with a 403 status code. Ready to see how WebFuse can protect your applications? Visit our website at webfuse.com for more information and resources. Request a personalized demo or trial to see WebFuse in action on your own applications. Or simply contact our team directly. We're here to answer any questions you have. Thanks for watching.